Everybody's searching for something. Success, money, love, recognition, peace. We built entire civilization around the idea that happiness is just one more achievement away. One more promotion, one more relationship, one more purchase, and God knows one more breakthrough. And yet, why do so many people still feel empty? Why are depression, anxiety, loneliness, and hopelessness rising in a world that has more comfort than ever before? Maybe the problem isn't that humanity stopped searching. Maybe the problem is where we are searching. The modern world sold us a dream. If you become successful enough, attractive enough, rich enough, you will finally arrive at happiness. But something strange happens when people finally get everything they thought they wanted. They realize it still isn't enough. Some of the wealthiest celebrities in history battled depression. Some of the most famous people in the world admitted that they felt deeply alone. Because happiness built on only circumstances is fragile. The moment life changes, it disappears, and life always changes. Pain has a way of exposing what we truly trust. And suffering asks questions most people spend their lives avoiding. What happens when everything you depended on fails you? For many people, that moment becomes the beginning of faith. For over 2,000 years, one man has continued changing lives across every nation, language, and generation, not merely as a historical figure, but as a hope itself. Jesus Christ did not promise people a life free from suffering. In fact, he said the opposite. In this world, you will have trouble. But then he said something extraordinary. Take heart, I have overcome the world. That's what made his message so different. Jesus never offered temporary escape. He offered transformation. While the world said, find happiness within yourself, Jesus said, come to me. While the world said, become more, Jesus said, you are already loved. While the world demanded performance, Jesus offered grace. And maybe that's why broken people were always drawn to him. The rejected, the addicted, the ashamed, and the forgotten. Because hope sounds different when you've reached the end of yourself. One of the strangest things about Christianity is joy. Not happiness, joy. Because they are not the same thing. Happiness depends on what happens to you. Joy survives even when life falls apart. And that makes no sense logically. How can someone still have peace while grieving? How can someone worship while struggling financially? How can someone smile after losing everything? The answer Christians have given for centuries is simple. Because their hope is no longer attached to a temporary things. Their joy is rooted in something eternal. This is why some of the earliest followers of Jesus Christ sang in prison cells. Why persecuted believers still worship today. Why people who once lived in the darkness suddenly become full of life. Not because Christianity removed pain, but because Jesus changed what pain means. Suffering is no longer the end of the story. At the center of every human being is a deep desire to be seen, to be loved, to matter. And maybe that longing was never accidental. Maybe we were designed for something more than survival. The Bible says He has placed eternity in the human heart, meaning nothing temporarily will ever fully satisfy a soul created for eternity. Not money, no pleasure, not status, only God. And this is where the story of Jesus becomes deeply personal, because Christianity is not fundamentally about religion. It's about reconciliation, a relationship between humanity and God who never stopped pursuing them. Not because humanity earned it, but because of love. Hope is not pretending life is perfect. Hope is believing darkness is not stronger than the light. The pain is not permanent, that your failure are not final, that your story is not over. And for millions of believers around the world, the hope has a name, Jesus. Not simply as an idea, not merely as a religion, but as peace in chaos, joy in suffering, light in darkness.